Queen Within Consulting, and I am so delighted that you are here. This topic, infidelity, why it happens, and what we can do to help prevent it is so important. I cannot think of something that has touched more of us than this fear that someday we may have to face this one on a deep level and recognize that perhaps our partner has stepped out on us and left us in this lurch of fear, anguish, deep concern, and just so much uncertainty. So I just invite you to take a moment here and really deep dive with me on this incredible topic. I love talking to you about this most important subject. Hello, Letitia. Letitia, beautiful name. Thanks so much for being here. Welcome. So infidelity, again, is something that has touched my life deeply, and I have some incredible answers for you on not only how it is that we can discover what it is that's causing this problem in our life, but also ways that we can prevent it. So welcome, those of you that are joining us on the replay. Please type replay here in the chat. And for those of you that are just coming on live, welcome. Again, my name is Dina Beth with The Queen Within. I am so excited to talk to you about this today. I am not only a Tony Robbins certified life coach, relationship coach, but I am also the privileged mother of 9. I have 9 children, 8 daughters and a son. I have been married to the love of my life for nearly 31 years, and I am super excited to be here to share some of the things I have learned that have made my life magnificent. I absolutely love my life. I love my marriage, and I currently have a coaching program called Love Your Life, and I'm super excited to share some of the details with you this beautiful day here at the end of August. So yeah, infidelity is a big one. I believe one of the most important pieces of infidelity to recognize is that we often as women struggle to discover our own beauty soon enough, to recognize who we are to the men in our life, to own our queen. And I would just invite you to take a moment here to recognize that each and every one of us is queen. We are queen just simply because we were born. We inherited traits, attributes, and characteristics that are uniquely ours. And to own ourselves as the queen, a queen, literally just gives us a chance to remember that we are divine. We have these parts and attributes that are really specially ours, and to own that on a deep level is what Queen Within is all about. So I'm super excited to be able to share some of these pieces, because again, discovering our essence, our true essence, discovering our beauty, and really owning it on a deep level, and how it is that we are received by the men and the others in our life really comes from our own ability to own that from within. And the more we can own this, the better things get in our relationships and everything else. It's got some really big partying going on next door, so I hope you love the celebration. So we also get to recognize what it is in our life that is destroying our most irresistible qualities. And this was something that I had to really own, because there was a time in my life when I was facing infidelity on some level or another, and I was absolutely destroying my own irresistible qualities. I was extremely jealous, extremely angry, rageful. Just, if ever I had a time to be with my partner, it was just really intense in the way that I, perceived him, and the way that I perceived the situation, and the way that I wanted to kind of destroy and hurt and ruin. And those irresistible qualities that I know I have were just like so far back there, it was hard to even find them. And so coming full circle and recognizing that we can overcome all of this and get stronger and better because of this is so powerful, because of our experiences. And we can own that so much of this work has to do from, what we get to do on the inside job. It's an inside job. And the power of this inside job is so it's just so magnificent. The Queen Within is truly, born when we recognize how powerful we really are, how magnificent we truly are, and how much our partners look to us for so many of the things in their life that make their life so much more enhanced, better, um, worthwhile, worth living. Tony Robbins often says that a man is like a walking zombie with really no purpose at all until he has this beautiful, shapely, um, soft-skinned goddess that stands next to him. And when we own our queen, truly, we are, like I said, irresistible. And it becomes easy to get what we need. It becomes easy for us to recognize the stories that we've been running with. And, we not only have stories about ourselves, but we also have stories about the men in our lives. And these stories get in our way. Every single day I'm able to identify another story that has been getting in my way, whether it be with my husband, with myself, with the men in my life. I just had a recent client that has just been going through it. She and I both have some history with molestation and how that affects our view of men, and wow, the stories we have running, how much it impacts our ability to make rational decisions about sex, how much it affects our decision making around our personal needs, and do we dare ask, and should we have any pleasure here, or is it too shameful, right? There's lots of shame, there's lots of guilt, lots of embarrassment, even blame. A ton of blame shows up in these stories. So I really invite you to consider that having a chance to really identify these, what I call core wounds, can make a massive difference in not only your experience of yourself, but how you experience your partnership, how you experience your love life, how you experience your life period, how you're able to get your needs met. There's so many layers and levels here that are just exciting, because it's kind of it really is how it works. It is that we get to have the difficult conversations if we want the best quality outcome and results. And what I know is that anytime we're willing to have difficult conversations, anytime we're willing to own up our piece, look at something in a deep way, be willing to ask the right questions, we're going to get better results. And so super, super excited to see us, see you, see all of us really own that releasing fear is where it's at, being willing to talk about the delicate and difficult things, being willing to get real, practical, and useful information so that we can truly come from a place of safety and security and not needy desperation. I don't know about you, but coming from needy desperation is the exact opposite of who I am. So when I'm talking with my partner and I'm coming from a very confident place, and I'm really owning my piece, and I'm really stepping from power and confidence, it's like a night and day response. It's like when I want something from my partner and I come with, well, I'm not really sure, and this might be the thing, and I'm not 100%, but I think it would be good, but maybe, and I just kind of have this wishy-washy approach. I get zilch. But when I come in with this real strong, this is what I get to have, this is what works, this is the one thing that's really important to me, matters to me deeply, whether it be on any level, really. It's just coming at it with a completely different come from, with a sense of security and knowingness and kind of a sovereign of my own realm. It just changes the outcome immensely. He is so much more responsive, and I'm able to get so much more of what I'm looking for and what I deserve to have when I'm able to come from that space. So I just invite you to really take a moment and own that, like really get clear that often we get the result we're getting because of our come from, because of where we're kind of operating from, the fear, the stories, the blame, the shame, whatever it is, that we just aren't really in a place that gives us the results we're looking for. So again, Love Your Life program is an amazing program for one of you beautiful, driven, powerhouse women that are ready to take your world to the next level. It will be an 8-week program. $797 is half price right now. Super excited to be able to offer this to you. One thing I know about all of us in our stories is we often kind of see men as like a pack of wolves, or like untrusting, in an untrusting way, or like that they're not really there to protect us or provide for us. They're more there as kind of, like unknown, or almost like this thing. And I found that when I discovered men on such a deep level and have spent nearly 20 years studying them, that I was able to come from such a different space in the way that I received what they had for me, and how I could get what I needed from them so much easier and with so much less effort. It's just so powerful, so magnificent. And wow, the difference it's made. It's absolutely saved my life, saved my marriage, saved my world. And the results I get day to day, moment to moment are so magnificent. I just love being able to share them with my clients, my children. I have daughters that come to me regularly and they just can't tell me enough. And same with my clients, how much their marriage is better because they had a conversation with me, or they had 10 or 20 conversations. It just makes such a big difference. So just know how much joy, peace, and freedom comes from you knowing what to do to get what you need easily. So what I know is isolation is no fun, and loneliness is no fun, and not having men in our lives is no fun. There's just so much of our life that is enhanced and more and better when we're able to be effective in this area. So just know that that's what I'm all about and what I'm about providing for you. So again, the Love Your Life program is so amazing because not only does it allow me to work with you directly, but you to work with me in a personal one-on-one manner. You're able to get direct support on your specific situation, and it's not like just one size fits all. It's definitely customized. Hello, Kylie. So glad you're here. Welcome, welcome. What I love about the program is it does allow you to avoid traffic, parking. Hey, Debbie. So glad you're here. Welcome. So nice to have you with us. So what I love about this Love Your Life program is it does allow you to avoid traffic and parking and paying for hotels and flights, because you can work with me directly. You can absolutely have time with me from the comfort of your home. I mean, the gal I was talking to yesterday was in her PJs and it was all good, right? And I was in my workout clothes and everything was wonderful. So you can attend from anywhere. You can be on the beach, you can be in your hotel room, you can be, just in the comfort of your home. What I love also is it gives you a chance to ask questions, to email me questions beforehand, during, or after the session. And we can also record every session, so you can have a replay and refer back to when you're wanting to remember what it is we talked about. Just zoom right to the spot where you want to have that recollection. And then of course there'll be exercises, homeworks, resources given to you as needed with your specific requests of yes or no, or you're needing more. And again, just keep in mind there is someone in your life right now that could really use the support. They're really looking for someone to talk to. They're maybe hurting, maybe they've dealt with some infidelity, maybe they want to know what happened, why it happened, how they can avoid it in the future, how they can get their husband to respond differently to them, and they need someone to talk to. And that's why you want to help her. You want to help her reclaim her joy. You want to help her get back on track and find the solution, find the answers, find the relief that she deserves to have. So, because none of us really like to admit this kind of stuff in public, I just invite you to take a moment and just privately inbox this live to her. Just like copy the URL, drop it in her inbox. This, may be the perfect thing that will touch her. If it's touched you in some way, know that it's exactly the thing that she may be looking for. She deserves to feel loved and supported through this time, and that's exactly what this is all about. So again, for you to claim your joy, for the loved one that you are thinking of to be able to reclaim their joy, that's what it's all about. Being able to step back into our power, to stop giving our power away, to find our irresistible qualities, and to really get clear about how we can change what we're doing that's not working, so we can start to achieve the things that we would love most of all: to be cherished, to be loved, to be adored, to be gathered in, in a sustainable way by someone who truly deserves to have us in their life. So delighted to share what I've learned and all the amazing things that are available on this topic. It is truly my joy to see women get what they have been looking for. Had a client recently reach out to me. She had a very short conversation with me, and this woman went from being afraid and lonely and sad and not having any fun in her marriage to literally transforming her entire world over one conversation. One discussion with me, and she was able to shift something major in her relationship with her husband. that transformed her. She is now just on fire, taking her life on so many different levels and so many different directions. Just so much joy coming from her just simply with one conversation. That is how powerful this information is and what it can do for you. So again, if you're concerned about infidelity, if you're concerned about why it happens, if you're concerned about how you can help someone who's suffered from some of the effects of these fears, whether it be pornography or other things, this is a great time to reach out and touch someone in a very healthy, meaningful way. And I want to pop in a little testimony that just really came through of someone who just was so blown away at how much she was able to get what she was looking for by spending some time on these sessions. So super excited to get to know you, be here for you, and serve you in a very unique and meaningful way to turn things around in the exact direction you've been looking to go with your relationship, with your life, and what you would love to see happen next. Just know I'm also on a healing journey, for those of you that are already aware. I'm also recovering from cancer and from diabetes, having an incredible amount of success with the treatment, with what's working. Love to share my results, love to share some answers if any of you are on that journey looking for some insights of ways to help increase your health. I'm also very passionate about that subject. It just happens to be number 2 on my list, whereas relationships always take front seat. I just get, that's just relationships trump health by a long mile for me. Super excited to share anything I'm learning and the tremendous privilege it is to be a life coach and be able to serve on this level. So excited to meet you. So reach out, let me know when you're ready to get started. You can personally connect with me, direct message me, and I would love to have a conversation with you. And it is free. We have our first conversation fully covered. There's no charge, and I'm more than happy to spend some time seeing if it would be a good fit for you. So I will look forward to our connection. Have a beautiful night, and thanks again for popping on. So nice to see you. Have a beautiful evening. Bye-bye.